Hello students and welcome to Semstar online classes. Currently we are discussing this chapter number 4 of our syllabus, which is understanding Windows. Okay students, so I would also like to inform you that chapter number 3 and 4 will be coming in your next test 2, which will be held in August. Your test 2 are starting from August 17. Okay, we have already been informed about the timetable and all. So your syllabus will be comprising of chapter number 3 and 4. Okay, so currently we are discussing chapter number 4, as chapter number 3 we already covered. So in this chapter number 4 we have covered up till sorting the icons. Okay, sorting the icons was the last topic which we had discussed in the last video. So today we will continue this chapter only. Today we'll start with the next topic, which is about changing the desktop background. Okay, all of us enjoy working with Windows as it is very user friendly. Why Windows is user friendly? Because it is very easy to work in Windows. Windows is a type of graphical user interface operating system. Graphical user interface means what? Windows is having, the desktop screen is having a lot of icons on the screen. What are these icons used for? These icons are used for opening any document or program. So just by clicking on the icons we can open any program or document. Okay, that is why we say that Windows is a type of graphical operating system, using GUI, or GUI stands for graphical user interface. So it is a graphical user interface based operating system. That is why it is very user friendly to work on Windows. Okay, so all of us enjoy working on Windows as it is very user friendly. We can change the appearance of the desktop background according to your choice. Okay, we can also change, if you want to change the appearance of the desktop background, that also we can change. Means you can also change desktop background means what? Whatever has been set as the image or the color of the desktop background means what? See, in the foreground we have the icons. Try to understand the difference between background and foreground. Background means what? Which is behind. So in the foreground or in the front, what is there on the desktop? On the desktop we have different icons which can be used for opening different types of programs and documents. Okay, these different icons and shortcuts are there on the desktop screen. But what do we have in the background? We have either it is an image or it is a plain background. So we can also change, we can also customize the background, the desktop background, as per our choice. Okay, how we can do that? We have to follow simple steps which are given over here. First of all, you will right click on the blank area of the desktop. Okay, blank area means what? Where there are no icons. Blank, what is the meaning of blank area? Blank area means where there are no icons. Okay, so you will right click on, right click means what? You will click with the help of right mouse key. Okay, you will right click on the blank area of the desktop. Then the second step is you will find the list of options. Okay, what are the list of options? These are known as the shortcut menu. See, this we have discussed in the previous topics also. Whenever we right click on any portion of the desktop or anywhere on the screen, okay, depending on the area where we are right clicking, we will always get a list of options. Okay, where you can click on wherever you want on the screen, on the computer screen. Okay, everywhere it will display you a list of options. Okay, so these list of options are known as the shortcut menu. So from the shortcut menu, what we are going to do next? In the third step, now we will select the personalize option. Okay, why will you select the personalize option? Personalize means what? The meaning of the word personalize is changing according to one's own personal requirement. What is the meaning of personalize? Personalize means changing anything according to your own personal requirement. So we want to change the desktop background as per our own personal requirement. That is why we will select the personalize option from the shortcut menu. Okay, then what will happen? The personalization dialog box will appear. As soon as you select the personalization option, in the next step you will see that a personalization dialog box will appear. Okay, then in the next step what you will do? Click the desktop background. Okay, you have to click on the desktop background. Okay, see this in the figure also it is shown. Okay, when you will right click, see what will happen. First of all, this shortcut menu will be appearing. You can see in this figure 4.9. Okay, can you see this figure 4.9, all of you? You can see as soon as we right click on the blank area, you will get a shortcut menu which will be looking like this. So here what is there at the bottom? We can see the option personalize. So you will first choose the personalize option from here. Okay, then what will happen? As soon as you choose the personalize option, you will see this is the personalization dialog box. Okay, this personalization dialog box you can see here. Okay, then what we will choose? We have what is the next step? We have to click the desktop background. Okay, So the desktop background is given over here. Okay, desktop background is shown. Okay, you can see it is the first option at the bottom. Okay, at the bottom near the center of the screen, you can see desktop background is written over here. Okay, so you have to choose this option. Okay, then what we'll do, then the choose your background, as soon as you click on this option, desktop background option, then what will happen, the choose your desktop background window will appear, and it will appear, which will having, this window will be having multiple images. So there will be different images. Multiple means more than one images will be there in the choose your desktop background window. So this window is having different images. We can set any of these images, we can choose any of these images as a desktop background. Okay, we can set any of these images to be a desktop background. Okay, so as soon as you choose this, then what will happen, the window will open, which is your choose your desktop background window. Okay, it is having different pictures. Okay, so we can choose from any of the pictures. Okay, we can select either one picture for desktop background or select more than one pictures to create a slideshow. Okay, we have an option, we can either choose only one picture for setting as a desktop background, or if you want to select more than one pictures, then what we can do, we can also use this window for selecting more than one pictures also. If you select more than one pictures, then what will happen, it will create a slideshow of the pictures. Okay, the pictures will be changing. Slideshow means what, like the slide changes. If you have seen PowerPoint, you must have seen in the case of PowerPoint or a PowerPoint presentation, what happens, the slides are changing. In slideshow, the slides are changing after some time. Okay, similarly in this slideshow also, the slides will keep on changing if you select more than one picture to create a slideshow. Okay, now we will move on to the, now there are some more steps here. Okay, the next step is a preview of the selected background will appear on the monitor. So as soon as I choose any background image, then what will happen, a preview will be shown. What is the meaning of preview? Preview means what, before publishing, before setting it as a background, okay, before finalizing our selection, what we can do, we can view how our selected background image will look on the desktop screen. That is known as preview. Preview means what, before actually setting it as a desktop background, we are able to view it on the, we are able to decide how it will look when it will be set as a desktop background image. So in this way we can check before setting it as a desktop image. Okay, we can check how it is looking. If it is not looking proper to us, then we can also change the desktop, we can also change the background image, we can select any other image. Okay, if it is looking okay, then what we will do, we will select okay in the window, and in this way what will happen, as soon as you click on the button, we have to click on the, as soon after selecting the background, sorry, we have to click on the save changes button. Okay, it is not okay, but it is actually save changes button. Okay, so as soon as we are satisfied, first of all we have to be satisfied with the image which we are choosing. See, preview option is given for those people who are not satisfied easily. Okay, if you think that your background image is not proper, you want to change it, it is not looking proper, then what you will do, you can change the, after previewing it in the monitor, you can change it also. Okay, you can select some other image. Okay, and as soon as we select the next image, it will also be shown in the preview pane. Okay, so what will happen in the preview pane, you will be able to, in the preview you will be able to see how the images are looking when they will be actually set as the background image. Okay, so we can change, we can select as much as we want. After we are satisfied, now we have decided that now this is the image which I want to choose as my desktop background. Then what I will do, I will click on the save changes button. Okay, after selecting the background image, what we will do, we will click on the save changes button, and then I will close the dialog box. So as soon as you click on the save changes button, then what will happen, whatever image we have chosen as the background image, that background image will be set on the desktop. That image will be set as the background image on the desktop. So for that, we have to, first of all, we have to choose any image in the choose a desktop background window. Okay, first of all, this choose your desktop background window will be opened, and here we have to select any particular picture. Then we can also preview it in the preview pane, that how it is looking. Okay, a preview will be appearing on the monitor also. Then after we have previewed it, after we have selected it properly, after finalization, we can click on the save changes button. Then it will be done, whatever image we have chosen as our final selection, that will be set as the background image on the desktop. Okay. Okay, class. So let us move on to the next topic, which is changing the screen. Okay, how we can change the screensaver. This also we are going to see now. Okay, So actually, let us learn first what is a screensaver. I think many of you must have heard it before also. So what is a screensaver? A screensaver is an image, okay, which pops up on the computer screen whenever a computer is left idle for a certain period of time. What does it mean? That sometimes, see what happens whenever we are working on a computer, sometimes due to some requirement, but if you want to eat something, you want to have, if some other work comes, then you have to leave the system. Sometimes what happens that we have to leave the system while working for some time. We have to take a break. Okay, either we have to do some other work also, some urgent work, or we have to take a break from the computer for some time. Okay, we have to leave the computer for some time. For that, what will happen? At that time, the screensaver is a type of image that will pop up on the computer. Okay, the screensaver is a type of image. It is an image, it is a picture which will pop up. Pop up means it will appear on the computer screen whenever a computer is left idle. Idle means what? It is not working, it is not active. Computer is left idle means what? That no work is being performed on the computer. Nobody is working on the, no user is doing any work on the computer. It means that the computer is idle. Idle means a person. What is the meaning of the word idle? Idle means a person who is not doing any work. So what does it mean? That whenever a computer is left idle, it means that whenever nobody is working on the computer, whenever the computer is not working, is not doing any work. So when it is not doing any work for a certain period of time, when a computer is not doing any work, when it is idle, then at that time the screensaver is an image which will pop up, which will be displayed automatically on the computer screen. It will be appearing on the computer screen. Okay, by pressing any key or moving the mouse, you can again get back to the normal screen. Okay, if you want to again get back to the normal screen, our desktop screen, then what we can do, how we can get back to the normal screen? Just by pressing any key or moving the mouse. Okay, either you can press any key for getting back to the normal screen, or we can move the mouse also. Okay, there are two ways of going back to the normal screen. From the screensaver screen, we can go back to the normal screen. What are the two ways? First of all, the first and the simplest way is to press any key from the keyboard. By pressing any key, you will again get back to the normal screen. Or the second method is by moving the mouse. By moving the mouse also, you will be able to get back to the previous screen, to the normal screen. Okay, then you have to follow the given steps to change the screensaver. How we can change the screensaver? By following there are a set of simple steps which have to be followed for changing the screensaver. Like we have in the previous topic, what we had seen, that how we can change our desktop background. So now we will see how we can change, what are the steps which you have to follow for changing the screensaver. Okay, what are the steps which have to be followed? Let us see them. First of all, what is the first step? It is same as that of the background image. It is the same as that, the first step which was required for changing the background image. What is the first step? It is right click on the blank area of the desktop. So again, what we have to do, we have to right click on the blank area of the desktop. Okay, then second is, what we have to do, we have to click the personalize option from the shortcut menu. Okay, what is second option, second step? The second step is to click on the personalize option. See what will happen as soon as we right click on the blank area of the desktop. As soon as we right click, then what will happen? Our shortcut menu will be appearing as in the previous topic. Okay, so again what we will do, again the same thing we will do, we will again click on the personalize option. Okay, then what will happen? The personalization dialog box will appear. The personalization dialog box, as we have seen previously also, this is the personalization dialog box. So this same dialog box will appear again whenever we want to change the screensaver. Okay, again this personalization dialog box will appear. Then what is the next step? We have to click on the screensaver option. Okay, you have to click on the screensaver option. As soon as you click on the screensaver option, then what happens? The screensaver settings dialog box will appear. What will happen? The screensaver settings dialog box will appear as soon as you click on the screensaver option. Previously, what we were choosing? We were choosing the desktop background option. Okay, but now what we are choosing? We are choosing the screensaver option this time, because here we want to change the screensaver and not the desktop background. See, when we want to change the desktop background, then we have chosen the desktop background option. But here what is required? We want to change the screensaver. We don't want to change the desktop background. What is required? We want to change the screensaver. So what we will choose after this? We will click on the screensaver option. Okay, then what will happen? The screensaver settings dialog box will appear. The screensaver settings, as you can see, it is shown in your book also. Okay, if you can't see the image properly in the video here, you can go back to your book. You can open the book to page number 38, and here from there you can see the image very clearly. Okay, I think some of you might be having some problem in seeing the picture clearly here. So what you can do, you can go back to your book, you can open the book, and you can turn on to page number 38. Okay, and from there you can see the image very clearly. Okay, so like this, the screensaver settings dialog box will appear. Okay, now you have to click on the drop down arrow in the screensaver section. See here, you can see in the middle what is there. The screensaver section is there. It is not very clear here, but I hope if you give, I suggest that you should open your book for this. Okay, you should open your book to page number 38. Then at that point you will see that what is there in the figure. You can see in the middle section there is a screensaver section. In the middle of the window, what is there? The screensaver section is there. So what you have to do? We have to click on the drop down arrow in the screensaver section. Okay, and then select screensaver of your choice. See, when you click on the drop down arrow, then what will happen? A number of options for the screensavers will appear. Okay, because Windows is having many predefined screensavers. Okay, many predefined screensavers are there in our Windows also. Okay, so those options will be coming. Those options will appear as soon as you click on the drop down arrow. By clicking on the drop down arrow, what will happen? A drop down list will be displayed. Okay, so after that, what will happen? We have to choose any screensaver that we want. Okay, a mini preview of the screensaver will be displayed in the preview box. What will happen? A mini preview will be displayed. What is the meaning of mini preview? There will be a small section of the window where you will be able to view how your screensaver is looking after it has been set properly on the desktop. Okay, mini preview means what? A very small section of the window will be showing with the preview. It will be showing you how the screensaver will look after it has been applied to your desktop. Okay, so a mini preview of the screensaver will be displayed in the preview box. The preview box is a short box. Okay, you can see what is there. The screensaver, you can see it is shown here also. So in the preview box, what you can see, the preview box is a very small box. It is a very small box in the window where you will be able to see how your screensaver is looking after it has been applied to your desktop. Okay, to watch the preview on the full screen, click the preview button. Okay, so how we can watch the preview on the full screen? For that, you have to click on the preview button. If you click on the preview button, then what will happen? Initially the preview was in a mini box. Okay, it was shown in a very small box. Okay, but now it will be displayed on the whole screen. Okay, so if you want to watch the preview means what? How your screensaver will be viewed after it has been finally selected and applied. So if you want to watch the preview on the full screen, what you can do? You can click the preview button. You can click the preview button for watching your preview of the screensaver on the screen. Then what you will do? You will wait for a few seconds and you will get the preview on the full screen of the selected screensaver. Okay, after you have clicked on the preview button, then what you have to do? You have to wait for a few seconds. Okay, why we have to wait? Because within few seconds our preview will be shown on the full screen. Okay, within few seconds what will happen? The preview of the screensaver will be shown on the full screen of the selected screensaver. Okay, you will get the preview of the full screen on the full screen of the selected screensaver. So whatever screensaver you have selected, after you click on the preview button and you wait for a few seconds, you will see that selected screensaver preview will be shown on the full screen of your desktop on your monitor. Okay, then what you will do? The very less steps are left now. What is the next step? You have to move the mouse to get back to the screensaver window. Okay, after you have previewed your screensaver, now we have to get back to the previous screen. Okay, why we have to get back to the previous screen? Because only from the previous screen we can finally select the screensaver, because this is the preview window. Okay, this is the preview of the screensaver. So for finally selecting it as a screensaver, you have to first go back to the normal screen or the previous screen. So how will you get back to the normal screen? Either you have to move the mouse. Okay, the easiest way to go back to the screen is to move the mouse. As soon as I move the mouse, then what will happen? We will get back to the screensaver window, which was our normal window, which was our previous window. Okay, why we are getting back to the screensaver window? Because using that window only we will be able to finally choose our screensaver. Okay, so after we have got back to the screensaver window by moving the mouse, then what is the next step? After that, we have to set the time also. Okay, we have to set the time in the wait box. Okay, whatever time we want to set, we can set that time in the wait box. Okay, what is the meaning of that wait time? See, that system will wait for that wait time before displaying the screensaver. Okay, if you have set for example, if you have set the wait time as 10 minutes, so what will happen? The system will wait for 10 minutes to see whether the system is idle or not. If the system is idle for more than 10 minutes, then what will happen? As soon as the time exceeds of 10 minutes, then what will happen? The screensaver will be automatically appeared. The screensaver will be automatically appeared on the desktop screen. It will the screen will automatically switch to the screensaver mode. Okay, so for that we have to set the waiting time also. Okay, we have to set the waiting time for which the system will wait to check whether the system is idle or it is active. Okay, as soon as the time exceeds the wait time, the screensaver will become active on the screen. The screensaver will start appearing on the screen. So you can set the time in the wait box as per our need. Okay, we can also use the up arrow to increase the time and the down arrow to decrease the time. Okay, there are two arrows in the wait time also. What is there? If you click on the up arrow, then what will happen? The wait time will be increased. If you click on the down arrow, then the wait time will be decreased. So after you have set the wait time also, then what is the last step? The last step to change the screensaver is to click on the OK button. Okay, you have to click on the OK button here, and then what will happen? The screensaver will be changed. Whatever screensaver you have chosen, that will be set for a computer screen. Okay, so with this, we have completed this topic also, how we can change your today we have seen two topics. The first topic was how we can change the desktop background, and after that we have seen the next topic, which was how we can change the screensaver. Okay, so students, with this I will end the video here only. Okay, in the next video will complete the remaining topics of the chapter. I hope you have understood the video. Stay safe at home and stay healthy. Okay, thank you and goodbye. God bless you all.